SHAZAM! Welcome to another episode of Nerd Out! I'm Randy, this is Brian, and it feels like it's been a little while, but I got a hold of a new Mezco, a new doll.
Yes, you did.
Yes,
and this is the dolliest one of them all.
No, why is it? Because of the embroidered cape?
Ooh, yeah,
all right. Listen. Okay, this is Captain Marvel, also known as SHAZAM. But as a kid, I'm going to call him SHAZAM. Can I go ahead?
You can do that.
I think he's officially Captain Marvel, and perhaps that in some universe he might have changed his name to Shazam. But as a kid, there was a Shazam TV show I loved, and I loved it. I haven't seen it in years, but man, did I love it.
I liked it too.
Yeah, and they also made a superpowers figure of him, and I love it. And I still think that to this day, like looking at it, it's a spectacular looking figure. So I was really excited to get SHAZAM! I do have some issues with... Okay, here's the thing. Let me start.
Besides him just being a cheese dick. Like,
why is he a cheese dick? Yeah, but that's what I like about him. All right, we'll cover this part about it. If you're familiar with us, then you already know that I love the Mezco stuff. So we'll get that out of the way. I love the Mezco stuff. So now I have to be critical within the world that I now love. Okay, first of all, his box is cool. It's a box, but it's worth talking about these boxes because they're pretty classy. I really like the inside art they do. Like, I think that's cool. But whatever, it's a box. All right, now let's get to the figure. All right, first thing is he has gold as opposed to yellow, which is an option for the character. Do you think you would have preferred the yellow, or do you like the gold?
You know, honestly, I think probably yellow. Like,
yeah,
that is so gaudy.
It is gaudy. Like,
and it's just, that's too cheesy.
Do you think yellow would have been any less cheesy though? You're not into Golden Age characters?
I don't like Golden Age.
Really?
Silver Age is where I start. Golden Age is it gets.
See, I like Golden
cheesy,
Age.
Man.
Really, see, I like the cheesy superhero look. Like I part of me thinks that I would have liked the yellow, but unless I saw it in yellow, I couldn't truly decide. But there's something about I actually think the yellow, I don't know, gold is pretty gaudy. Like,
yeah,
if you're rocking
that
gold,
one is not doing it. Like, since you put up on Instagram, I just saw like, whoa.
Oh, here's what's going to happen. In 5 minutes, you're going to hold it, and then by the end of the episode, you're going to be like, yeah, I like it.
I can't look at it, though. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man.
All right, here's my criticisms. I have a lot of criticisms with this one, even though I really do like it. The crotch, way too much space, and there's no way to, like, I can't
put his belt down.
Not really. Like, I mean, like, I think the Batman and a few others had an issue where there's a lot of space in the crotch. This one is really pushing it. Like, you have to sort of put him in, like,
or he looks grandma.
Yeah, or he looks like he's got a piece of doo-doo in his britches.
Yeah, he is shitting his
it's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit too much, and it's really hard to adjust it. So I think that's a real big issue for me because it just doesn't display. Okay, here's another issue I have is, tell me, I can't get this shoulder to lay properly. Does it look?
I mean,
that's kind of an issue. And
it's wider, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just the way that it's been positioned, but if you're paying $80 for a toy, I hope that it can position properly. But it looks like one is.
I actually like him more without his cape.
Yeah, well, I mean, his cape is a bit flamboyant. You know, it's got like little bow ties in it, but that's part of the character. He has a big ass collar, which respect to the big collar. I think.
You like the big collar?
Let me tell you something.
If you were Elvis, I would.
I like big collars. I think that if one thing came back from the 70s, it would be a nice button-up shirt with a big collar. Like, I like a big collar. And I still rock the big collar. And you know what? If that makes me out of style, I don't care. I rock the big collar.
That's sweet, man.
Yeah, a dress shirt with a small collar looks too... Like, two things you can't do, and I'm going to offend you, is a small collar and a bolo tie. You can't get away with a bolo tie. I'm sorry.
Bolo tie?
Yeah, the string, the little, like, circle with the strings, those are bolo ties. I don't dig them. You like a bolo tie?
No.
Okay,
like what a cowboy would wear, you mean?
Yeah, cowboys would wear a bolo tie. And I like
those are ridiculous.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
I don't, you know, if I went into business killing people, I think I'd wear one.
Okay.
I'd be that guy.
If you were a hitman, you could get away with wearing a bolo tie.
A suitcase with guns in it, maybe.
Maybe.
Boots.
But
After,
yeah, cool.
boots,
But if you're just a random dude wearing a bow tie, you can't pull it off. It's kind of like a mustache. Like you have to be like a police officer or some sort of badass to pull off a mustache.
I can't even grow a good mustache.
No, I can't.
I wish I could.
I think I should rock the handlebar mustache.
I think you should too.
Here's
man.
the problem. This is why I don't, because I don't have a defined chin, and it would just
That's even better.
Yeah, it would make me look like even stranger. So that's why I don't rock anything without a beard.
I hate his head.
I love that.
I mean, not to get back to toys.
No, we should.
I hate his face. Though.
Okay, what about one of these faces? Okay, we got yelling face, which is actually
better.
You like that?
All right.
Now, how about his neutral face?
That's better too, but this is like, come to
I
me.
like that.
It's like he's like, come sit on my lap. This is just, I don't like it. That's what I feel when I look at. I'm sorry.
But that was like one of his like distinctive characteristics.
I'm touchy.
Oh man,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Man, look at him.
I understand, but like I
Crazy.
think his smiley face again. Going back to the Kenner superpower figure, it was that smile, that glimmer in his eye that made it appealing to me. All right, so here's his neutral face. You like that better?
Way better.
Okay, we'll keep it on then for you.
Thank you.
I am going to display mine with the smile.
You can do that.
Yeah.
It's your toy. You can do what you want.
It kind of goes against everything I believe in with action figures because I do not generally like expressive expressions.
And I hate that his cape. Go ahead. I'm not ripping on the figure because that's like I don't like the short cape, but that's the design.
That's part of the design.
Yeah, so I can't really say anything about it.
Yeah. Now to hold the cape on, it's got this like little yellow string rope. I wish it was made out of a wire where it could kind of.
So it won't hold its form when you.
Yeah. But with that, within their defense, the cape itself has wiring in it, so you can adjust his collar to make it taller or shorter, and that's a good thing. I like
wonderful. That. It's delicious.
One thing I will say about this figure, I've criticized some of the other ones. No, I haven't criticized. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but I found some of the flight stands to be kind of useless, but this character really benefits.
Does it hold his whole weight?
Oh, it looks great. Let me rock it. It looks great with the flight stand. Now, he comes with these flight hands. I'm not going to put them in right now, but I'll show you pictures like these, but it works really well. But like, I mean, come on, that's a good flight. I mean, I can't do
It'd be so much better if he just turned into something. I'd be so into it.
Well, that's your fault. That's not their fault. Just because it doesn't turn into like a truck doesn't make it.
But I don't consider things that don't turn into other things toys.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing on the show then? You know,
90 most of our stuff's Transformers.
Yeah, I'd say a good percentage. But I mean,
good shows
you appreciate, and that's not true. I don't know. I really like this. He comes with some pretty cool hands, like these like clinching, like he's about to like you know, and then he's got these like flying hands, which I like the flying hands. You know what? You disappoint me.
I'm sorry. It's so boring. You were that outfit. Like I was into the Batmans and stuff, like the ornate outfits, but that's just a dude in a red costume. Like it doesn't. I'm sorry. It's not that cool, man.
You know, you were just talking about how much you wanted that new Star Wars black
Darth Vader. He's cool. He's got an ornate costume. He's got a lot of detail, and it's Darth Vader. That's a red boner in a costume. Like, I'm sorry. I can't get into him, man.
Fair enough.
Like,
I like Shazam. Shazam! Like, if your name is Shazam,
you're sweet.
You're badass, man.
That's awesome, man.
I mean, honestly, if I could have convinced my wife to name my son Shazam, I'd have a son named Shazam.
And that'd be sweet.
That would be sweet. I know that. Okay, you have to just bear with me then because I have to talk about this.
I'm bearing, man. You go for it.
For those people out there, I have one super duper issue with this, and it kind of bums me off. And we got to talk about it, Mezco. I had a difficult time entering the world of soft goods to begin with, but I did it. I crossed that
yes, you did.
bridge, and I got into it.
You did it proudly, though, man.
I did. And I'm cool with it. But here's the deal. This is getting anal, but I have to talk about it. There is a little, like, hole in the material.
Send it back. Get that shit replaced, man.
I shouldn't. I mean, I don't know if they would do it. You remember when you broke my Punisher gun?
Yes.
They wouldn't take it back. And I didn't tell them that my dumbass friend broke. That? Yeah, okay, I didn't tell them that. So they just said, no, we can't help you. So I'm not going to just say right away that Mezco's customer service isn't good. I'm just saying that there is a slight marking on this cloth, and what concerns me is this what's going to happen with my Mezco figures 5-10 years from now? Are they going to start developing
tear
this?
apart?
Yeah, because I like to play with my toys. I don't want to just. I want to be able to pick it up and I want to be able to pose it, and it's made me a little bit nervous about it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think?
I mean,
do I stop now?
Soft goods tend to get old. I mean, you know. I mean, look at Migos, man. I mean,
they held up pretty well. I mean, they're like 40 to 35 years old. I mean,
are they? I'm asking though. Are they known for ripping and stuff? I mean, you see a lot of unclothed Migos.
That's a good question. But what about like vintage GI Joes, like 60s GI? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, that's a concern of mine. Like, I sort of stopped playing with Captain Marvel a little bit earlier than I would have.
Can I see the mark?
Yeah. I mean, you see on the shoulder? But the thing is, it's on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's on a joint.
Like,
that could turn into a
That could turn into a tear.
Yeah. So, I mean, I am bummed by it, and it is kind of freaking me out because, look, I've committed myself to every Mezco thus far other than Flash, Reverse Flash, and Daredevil variant.
Okay.
And if this is going to happen, then I need to know now. Like, I can't handle that. That's not going to work for me. So I'm a bit concerned about that. Do you think I should call their customer service or just I don't think they're going to do anything.
It can't hurt to ask. I mean, at least it's something for us to report on.
I guess so. Okay.
Next Mezco episode.
I will email them and let them know, and we'll see what they say. Hopefully Mezco will come through. Back of the figure. I like the flight stand with him. It's cool. I like the head designs. I think they're great. Like, I'm not into screaming toys, but if you put this on, he looks like
Is he pissed there? Or
I think he's pissed off.
Hopefully he gets pissed.
Like, one of Shazam's characteristics said he had really thin, squinty eyes, and they really nailed that, which is cool.
Who does he look like?
I love that. I don't know. Elvis. My daughter said he looked like Elvis. I didn't even know my 9-year-old daughter knew who Elvis was.
Kyle Chandler.
Oh, I could see that.
A little bit. You know,
I can see that.
Man, if I collected Mezcos, this would be the one that was pissed, like, man,
I don't understand.
That I had to get to be a completist.
See, that's your issue then, because I was really excited for it.
That's sweet, and it makes you happy?
It makes me very happy, except for that little thing. So then, do you think it's, like, not a cool-looking figure because of the quality, or do you think it's just, you don't... Like, Flash was the one that I haven't bought yet, because I thought he's so boring. But not Captain Marvel, like...
I guess that's just where we disagree. Yeah. I think the Flash was cooler.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the Flash is boring. Like, I like the total Golden Age look of him.
Like, if that were Elvis, I'd sort of be into it, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just like...
It's definitely like the Alex Ross version, right?
Yeah,
would you say, like, kind of? He comes with this cool beaten-up robot head. I don't know Golden Age DC, but it is really cool. Like, I like the transparent eyes. That's special. And then this lightning bolt, and I'm sure I'm going to get 50,000 people that are going to help me out with it. But, like, it doesn't fit in his hand. Like, all you can do is pose it and then point to it and make it look like he's doing something. Like, I don't know.
Hold it or, like...
No, I can't figure out any way that it's supposed to, like, clip in. Yeah, but, I mean, that looks ridiculous. He's, like, holding a lightning bolt. If you can figure... And then he comes with... And I'll look it up. I can't remember what this little caterpillar's name is. But, like, it's like Mr. Smarty. But it's like, that was a big part of the show.
So it's a good guy. The caterpillar?
That's a good question.
Or does it, like,
but do you remember it? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Let
me see if it says on the box.
Those are probably my earliest
memories. Me too. Let me see if it says his name. I'll look it up, but he's super cool. He's detailed. Be careful of these antennas, because these are bound to break. If you're...
Yeah, don't let me touch it.
Yeah, definitely. You are not touching this caterpillar. I like the stand. It's got a lightning bolt. It makes you just want to say...
Hold it like that?
No, maybe? I think it's just supposed to be like, you put him on the stand, and then you sort of like point his hand. I know. It's kind of...
That's sweet. There you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. All right, so I can't sell Brian on Captain Marvel. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, this like makes the line feel a little old. I think, to me personally, I'm just like,
I'm gonna tell you,
I like the ornate stuff.
Yeah,
like, come on, like
Deathstroke, the Deathstroke Terminator coming out.
That'll be sweet. Do some more Batman.
I agree with you.
Do the Judge Dreds, but this stuff, it's like
a guy in tights. I'm kind of with you. I do like this figure, but I totally understand where you're coming from. The Punisher had more armor to him. I do like that. The Daredevil had more armor to him. This is far more flamboyant, but that is the nature of the character. These are $80 all day. Like, they are already their secondary market. It's not like it was 3 months ago when we were talking about these. Like, these things are going, and they're going for a lot, and they're going quick. It freaks me out because I don't want to get too deep in this, and then the prices are going to be $100.
Well, aren't you already deep?
Yeah, I am, but like,
so if they go up, you're in it. You're not gonna like not get them.
I'll be honest with you.
Like if they become $100,
I'm out.
You're out for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I would be. I feel like I was betrayed because I'm an early adopter.
You should get grandfathered in.
Yes, absolutely. Like I feel like I adopted to these early, and I would feel betrayed if I had to start paying $100 for these, and I'd feel betrayed if I had to start hunting them down.
Yeah, like, that would suck. To have to get them on the secondary market.
Right. And it's that Punisher, that Punisher exclusive that's got me freaked out. Like that's a big scary thought.
Why? What's the deal with it?
Well, they did 2 versions. They did one with all these accessories, which I didn't get. Okay. And that's a $400 toy. Yeah, it's
How
crazy.
much was it?
It was the previous exclusive. I think it was $120.
Okay.
Okay. And now it's $400. And then the Punisher that I have on pre-order that hasn't come in, there's only 400 of them, and I think on the secondary market they're already pre-selling for $400 or $500.
You have that?
I do. I have it coming in.
All right.
But the thing is I open my toys. I'm not scared to open my toys, but I do have to consider when that comes in if I want to own a $400, $500 Punisher. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a thought. Before I open it, I have to consider, is this...
Well, you mean you want to sell it?
Right. Or... Well, what I'm saying is, can I justify opening that toy and keeping it in my personal collection? Or do I say, I sell this and I take the money and I reinvest it in something else? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I already have a regular Punisher.
I mean, yeah, that's tough,
It's a tough call.
I mean...
Right.
I say keep it.
I mean, I'm going to.
Yeah, I say just open it, love it. You could, I mean, sell it later.
Well, I guess
it'll only go up. You know?
But not once I open it. And it might not
still be worth something.
I guess so. I sound awfully negative. It's because I'm very concerned about this Mezco market because it's new.
And they could screw you over. I could see them totally going to screw you over.
Me too. So I'm contemplating this a lot. My final thought, my final thoughts. Wow, I just greased up this Shazam sand. My final thoughts is I do like the character Shazam. I do like the accessories. I think it looks good if you're into the character. I do agree with you. I think that the spandex, I need something, a little vacation from spandex. And this material, having that little...
That's a bummer,
it's
man.
Kind of a bummer,
I don't know what that's going to do.
I don't know either. Like, it is small. And there are people out there that are going to be like saying you're fucking insane, but I have to consider the future of my collection. You know, I have to.
What if they all like broke at the same time?
Absolutely.
I mean, that would, and I mean the whole thing is it's like how long do you wear your jeans for?
Yeah.
I mean, your body sizes have changed, but shit wears out. Fabric wears out.
It's a good point. That's a good point. The problem is unless they stop producing those pair of jeans. Like, if you're a Levi 501 guy, which I'm not, like, you can still get a pair of Levi 501s.
You can't get him a new outfit.
No,
man.
I can't. I can't get him a new outfit.
I'd be more worried about the seams on the legs. I mean, that stitch, that just seems like a recipe for disaster.
I'm with you, man.
Like there's soft goods. I mean, they look good, but, like, yeah, I mean...
You know, I'm getting nervous.
I'll bet there will be some figures that have known issues. You know, and then others that are fine.
That are fine, yeah. But that's scary, man.
Yeah.
But I'm still in it. I'm just not sure if I'm in it to win it. But I'm in it. And I want to thank MotorCityToyStore.com for getting us this. And I also want to thank Realm of Collectors for having us on Enter the Realm. We had a good time, and that was fun.
Thanks, guys.
That was really cool. And please check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And here's our P.O. box. Is that right? Or is here our P.O. box?
It's more up here.
More up here?
There, right there.
All right, send us stuff. Yeah. And until next time,
Nerd out!
Nerd out!